Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you what 36 years of progress looks like when you're trying to build up a nation such as Gibraltar. We last left off at the year 2050 and since then I've simulated another 10 years into the future. That means that we're currently in 2060, so let's quickly take a look how we improved the nation of Gibraltar even more in those last 10 years. First I'll be showing you how the nation of Gibraltar is doing, and after that I'll be showing you how we got the nation of Gibraltar to this point where they are 25th in the world. Yes, you're seeing that right, we're 25th in the world with the nation of Gibraltar. In 2050 we were still 55th and now we've climbed up to the 25th spot on the world ranking. Let me show you what that means. Because it means that we're currently a better footballing nation than Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Ghana, Wales, Mali, Poland, go on, and take a look at all of these countries which are potentially worse than us. Of course, the big nations such as the Netherlands, Italy, Argentina, Brazil, England, Portugal, Spain, they're still above us, but that doesn't mean that we won't be able to get there. We're very close now, and I do think with the team that we currently have, we could very easily make it to the 15th spot. Let's now quickly take a look how we did in the international football scene with Gibraltar. In 2050 we didn't get demoted or promoted from the Division B group with Germany, Northern Ireland and Ireland. Then in 2051 we made it to the Euros, and in 2052 we actually went to the Euros, drawing against the Netherlands, winning against Germany, but then losing against Italy, which meant that we had a very tough draw against Portugal and unfortunately lost that one. After that, the World Cup qualifying, where we barely lost out on. After losing against Austria, we didn't unfortunately make it to the World Cup. However, the year after that, we once again made it to the European League Division B with Bulgaria, Belarus and Austria, and we actually made it to the League A, winning all of our games except one. Then in 2055, once again qualifiers for the Euros, where we beat Macedonia, Azerbaijan, Hungary and Greece. The Euros that year didn't really go well, losing all of our games against Scotland, England and Bulgaria, but managing to stay in the European League Division A. Then again, the year after that, we had another set of World Cup qualifiers and we actually made it to the World Cup. So in 2058, our first World Cup, beating Argentina, South Korea and losing against Senegal. After that we reached the second round where we miraculously beat France, but unfortunately in the round of 16 lost once again to Serbia. In the European League A, once again we didn't do too bad, winning against Germany, losing against France, which meant that we were once again gonna stay up in the highest division of the European leagues. After 2058 you really see Gibraltar change from a little nation to a big nation, because the year after that we immediately qualify very easily for the Euros, and in the Euros we actually do very well, winning 3 of our 5 games, meaning we made it to the quarterfinal where we unfortunately lost against England. But from this point on I am almost 100% sure that we'll make every Euro or World Cup. If you're wondering with what kind of players we're doing that, well, let me just show you the top players from our nation. As you can see, it's not absolutely insane, it's not very great, but it's getting there. These players are already playing at very good teams when you consider Anderlecht, Roma, Lille good teams, but I'm very happy with all the players that we've been getting in. If you take a look at the actual nation that the players are from, you'll see that mainly all of them are either from Spain or Portugal. They've all been neutralized to play for our team, but hey, if it helps to get the nation of Gibraltar to a next level, then you'll see it's really helping us a lot. You'll also see that the 3 best players from our team are actually Gibraltarian players, which means that we're also upgrading our youth level, which is very good to see, because we don't want to be dependent on all of these neutralized players for the future. That's the current status of the Gibraltar national team in 2060. However, now I'm going to be showing you how I made it possible that the nation of Gibraltar is already filled with so many good players. Next to playing as the Gibraltarian national team, we've also been playing as Europe FC in the Gibraltarian Football League. This is because while playing a team in that league, we are easily a lot more capable of building up the league and also building up the nation by trying to win as much as possible, building up the reputation of the teams and the league, and also of course investing the money that we gain from winning titles back into the league. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into how we did in those competitions over the last 10 years with Europe FC. We are going to start with the Gibraltar Football League, where you'll see that we've won it the last 10 years, and as well as that, it's very versatile when it comes to the second and third place, with Glacis, St. Joseph and Lions all pitching in there, which is very good to see. Next to that, the Pepper Cup. 9 victories out of the 10 years, getting beaten one time by Lions, which means that the teams from Gibraltar are really getting a lot better. For the Rock Cup, also 9 out of 10 times, Lincoln winning it once. And what you're really seeing here is that over the last couple of years, the team in Gibraltar have really become a lot better, since they're now able to beat us here and there. For the Champions League, you'll see 9 out of 10 times we've won it over the past 10 years, which is very good, losing against Olympique Marseille in the last season, which isn't even a bad thing, since Olympique Marseille in this save are a very good team. When taking a look at the facilities, you will see that we actually are doing pretty okay. Since a couple of years, the board always wants us to have insane training facilities, youth facilities, so they never really let it go down without building it up again. Also, junior coaching, youth recruitment still exceptional. And when it comes to the stadium, there's something interesting happening. I looked up online how long it takes for you to really suggest another stadium being built. It usually says around 20 to 25 years. We've built this one in 2041. We're always selling it out. So I hope that in 5 or 6 years we can really request another stadium for us to move into. Hopefully what happens then is that this stadium will be renamed and will be given to another team in the league, so they can also get more income from their European games at least, but we'll see how that happens. Anyway, other than that, nothing special on this page, so let's move on to the transfers. And here I'm not going to be showing you all the transfers that we've made, but I'm just going to show you some of the tactics that we're doing to make the league better. As you can see, every year we're trying to invest into the league itself. You see us buying a lot of players from different clubs in Gibraltar to make sure that they are getting better and better every year. When you take a look at these actual players, you'll see that they're not very good, so we're buying youth players who are very bad, but we're buying them for like very good amounts so that the other teams in Gibraltar are also getting some money in. How are we doing this? Well, since we're performing very well, we can sell off some Deadwood players for some very good prices. As you can see here, we're getting almost 142 million for a player who didn't even play that much for us. As you can see, he was more of a rotational player, but we're still getting 142 million for him. If we're taking a look right now, you'll see we still have 500 million to spend. So once again, in this season, we can reinvest into the league and hopefully that way make the other teams in the Gibraltar League a lot better. The end goal of it all is for Gibraltar to become the best nation on the club coefficient. We're currently not doing so bad. As you can see, we're reinvesting back into the league and we're also getting a lot more points. We're almost getting 50k average points a season, which is very good for a small nation like Gibraltar. Next season we are at 59,000 points. Netherlands, Portugal and Italy are only 10k points above us, and I really want to be able to reach that 6th spot in the nation coefficient. Why, you may ask? Well, because it gives rights to 2 league phase entries in the Champions League and 1 league path. More places in Europe means more money to the teams, means better facilities, means better youth players coming through to the leagues. But also our reputation will get higher. Teams will have more money to bring in good players who we can neutralize once again for the Gibraltar national team. To give you an example of the other teams that are improving, let's take a look at Glacis United, the arguably second best team in Gibraltar. We first start the season 50-51 with no European entry. The season after that they actually made it to the Europa League, a round of 16. The season after that no European football. The season after that once again Europa League, where they reach the knockout stages, and the same goes for the season after. Season after that, Conference League, where they reached once again the round of 16. 2056-57, once again Europa League. Season after that, once again Europa League. Season after that, once again Europa League. And then this season they actually managed to reach the Champions League and actually got 4 wins for us, which meant that they were drawn against Lille in the Europa League knockout stages, which is already a very good achievement. I think this is the first time that a team from Gibraltar other than Europe FC made it to the Champions League, so it was very nice to see that we're making improvements on that point. Also, they even did very well, beating Olympique Marseille, which is actually very hard since they're the second best team in the world at the moment. So we're really making steps. To end the episode, I'm once again gonna walk through the team to let you know how good of a team we actually have. Of course, the tactic is bring in as many players as you have. When they're old, try to sell them for a very good fee and bring in a youngster and give him some playing time. This way we kept on winning Champions League after Champions League, which was very good for us, which was very good to see for the reputation of the club, but we need to keep doing this if we want to stay on top. Of course, last season we didn't quite win the Champions League, but we're going to try again this year. How are we going to do that? Invest back into the league, but also make sure that we keep on buying players for our first team who we can eventually train up and become world-class players. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, I'm once again going to sim forward another 10 years into the future. There's 2 goals for 2070. For the Gibraltar national team, it is to never miss a World Cup or a Euros again. For the Gibraltar Football League, it is going to be our goal to reach that 5th spot on the nation coefficient. We'll be doing this by once again reinvesting the money that we get from the competitions and from player sales into the other teams of the Gibraltar National League. If there's something in this save that you want more information about or you want me to show you, please leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to show you any part of it. Once again, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to follow me on this amazing journey to making Gibraltar the best footballing nation in the world. I want to thank you once again for watching. Hope you've enjoyed and see you in the next episode.